Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. I feel great. I worked out this morning. Last night was amazing. I saw so many people in my trading group taking gains. You know how good I feel when I see testimony after testimony. I paid for the group in a month. I nailed it. I hit it. I grabbed it. I smashed it. I saw someone make 30,000%. I'm not lying. 30,000%. Is that, he did a 30X? I mean, this is almost unfathomable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's break it down. Let's get the lemon water going. Let's get the lemon into the water. We do it every single day, baby. Ooh, get that sound effect of the droplets hitting the H2O. Let's take a big sip of lemon water. Water is the key. The pineal gland is the key. The lemon water decalcifies, gets you going. Alkalinity is the answer. An acidic diet creates inflammation, which leads to cancer. Cancer is just inflammation at the end of the day. You don't want to be in disease. You want to feel good about yourself. You want your mind, body, and soul to be aligned. Lemon water is the key, baby. Not too much. Lemon can damage the enamel, but not as much as we drink every day. You'd have to pour it on there and like suck on it all day long. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's do it together. Cheers to you and yours. May God bless every one of you. You're not supposed to cheers water, but this is lemon water. That's different. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show as we begin the breakdown of technical analysis, altcoins, and find out where the money is today on Monday. Whether it's worthy to trade, whether it's sketchy to trade, we are going to figure out the probability and see what's in our favor. Zilliqua up 46% and banging on them. Every single altcoin had a beautiful bounce to the upside, from Matic to Zilliqua to ADA to Waves to Band, you name it. We're going to break it down for you today. We had all the setups waiting. The 4-hour looked absolutely beautiful on multiple time frames. Let's break it down. Look, CKB went up, ADA went up, GMT went up. These are 3L tokens. You get 3 times the gains when you play these. They like to gravitate up towards the 200 SMA. I talked about this over and over again. People are taking advantage of the tips and tricks in which I teach. I'm telling you right now, it'll change the way you look at the markets forever. Forever. All right, NAKA. Let's talk about Nakamoto Games. NAKA. I talked about NAKA making a parabola. See this? I drew the parabola before it happened way back when, around here. I started saying, hey, man, this thing looks like it could actually, before it broke out, way before then. And if you look before and after, what I love about my trading group is you could find out, you could join for 1 month and find out if I'm full of crap or not. And I don't like to swear, but you know, so you could be like, is this guy full of, like, this guy's full of it, right? He doesn't hit this many gains. He just runs his mouth and he wants everyone to think, you know, he's just a good salesman. So right in NAKA, join for 1 month, right? It's, you know, $99, right in NAKA, look at the trade, and then start seeing how many coins I put out and watching how many popped. If you're not convinced in 1 month that we will continue to provide you with the best information on the net, I don't know what else to tell you. So stay tuned for more. That's how NAKA looked. That's how NAKA is now. Boom, to the upside, a gain of 53%. And it's not just me. I have a team of elite traders scanning the market, people that I've trained with trained eyes, looking at the market, finding where the gems are. HISQUIGGLE looks interesting to me. It's pushing up on the 4-hour. It's touching the golden pocket right there. That's a good retracement area. It has come up, come back down. This is something interesting to think about. Broke up, broke back down into the golden pocket. HISQUIGGLE. These high coins had their time in December. They've cooled off for the first couple weeks of January. A couple of them will come back for more. We will see more come back. Sorry about the ticker there. Let me shift that on back down. Atom up 11. Everything is booming. Let's take a look at our baby BTC. I was looking at the Coinbase chart and the Binance chart. Had 2 charts open for you. Let's break it down. So we had the symmetrical triangle. Likely it was going to break to the downside based on the rising wedge, right? I kept saying, hey, I remain short unless something changes. However, when we saw the 1 hour in this flag yesterday, I put out a call to say, hey, man, this 1 hour is likely to break up. Also, when I saw the 4 hour above the 200 SMA, I kept saying, open along every time the 4 hour breaks above the 200 SMA. Honestly, don't care about the other indicators. To me, that's the strongest indicator, getting above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. This could be the beginning of the bull run. Every bull run that we've ever had in history of Bitcoin, and I sound like a broken record, but there's new people on the stream every single day, and I want them to learn and understand the special sauce. Look, This is my yellow line. This is an indicator I use, CBC 5MA or just 5MA. I have 5MA here. You can go add 5MAs and you can program them in properly. The white, the red, the purple, the blue, the yellow. Inputs 21, 50, 80, 100. You could pause this, take screenshots. Now that it's here, you can go back in time and screenshot this. So I don't even have to really explain it. You could use it. The information's there. So I use the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, the 200. What I want to see is the 4-hour time frame closing a candle above the 200 SMA. When I see that, we get a blast move to the upside. When I see it close below, we usually get a move to the downside. It's very likely. So I kept saying, hey, I'm bullish now. Like, I'm slightly bullish now because we got back above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. The biggest moves ever in the history of Bitcoin came from here. So like right here, look at this move here. When Bitcoin, here's the pandemic, dump. We got above, huge pump. We played with it, we got above, huge pump. We played with it, we got above. Each time you open up along above there, you would have been in the money for a massive gain. So just going over these ideas, and I teach it every single day on the live, and this is a simple concept, using the 200 SMA and longing when you get above it. Like, it's pretty simple to me. You have to know the time frame that gives you the stronger confirmation. The daily, it's a little latent. By the time it happens on the daily, it's a great sign, don't get me wrong, but it's a little latent by the time that occurs, okay? So just something to think about. You know, the 4-hour I find is my money spot. So what do we see happening for Bitcoin today? Well, let's look at the bigger time frames, nice and neat. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Bitcoin is clearly at resistance at 17,300. I kept saying it has to close a candle above 17.3, right? First off was 17K, then it was 17,300. We got to see the candle open above that zone. That's what we need, all right? That's what we're looking for, all right? Shout out to the chat. Let me pop out the chat. I've been so into what I'm doing here. Haven't had a chance to look at the chat. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 349 beautiful people, 137 likes. It's just not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it for a guy that works out every single day. That's not going to cut it for a guy that works every single day. It's just not going to do it for me. Are you going to do it for me, baby? Are you going to do it for me? Are you going to hit that like button? Or are you going to play games with your life? If you're not watching something that you love, if you're not putting 110% into it, then what are you doing with your life? If I'm watching someone on YouTube, I believe in them, I'm hitting that like button, baby, because I believe in myself and I like what I love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I will not be pushed down. I will not be told to be quiet. I will not told to calm down. I will use my energy. I will use my voice. I will use my thundering force. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. This is not your regular YouTube channel. The passion is real. The energy is real. And I will show up every single day giving you every single thing I have. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Are you ready to live your life at the highest level? Are you ready to make millions of dollars and travel the world? Are you ready to throw your boss and say, I'm done with this regular 9 to 5? I'm not going to live this life that you gave me. I'm not going to go to the same job every day. I'm going to live my dreams. I'm going to do what I think in my mind could propel me to greatness. Come on now. It's time you get in. It's time you stop playing games with your life. It's time you make it real. I'm making it real every single day. It's not easy. Discipline, dedication, desire, determination. Keep it moving every single day. Let's get back into Bitcoin. When I saw those likes, I was flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. I want to be around people that make it happen. Those are the people I like to be around personally. I do not like to be around halfway people. Halfway people don't hit the like button. Halfway people don't know what they're watching. Halfway people are indecision. Make a move. Show me you got it. Bear market over. Let's go, Sam. Time to see the truth. Hipster. Funny. Come on. This is the vibe. So look, Bitcoin is in a flag here. These flags do like to break up. That's a bullish flag, even though it's pushing to the upside. You're oversold in stochastics, showing us that there's probably a short squeeze. A lot of people were short, and they can't believe it. They're wrong, and they got completely blasted. And the ocean opened up, and we walked together as brothers. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the game. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I know you said Sunday night to Monday morning is so risky, but later Monday is okay. I mean, it's up to you. I personally don't like to do it, you know. So look, Bitcoin likely to break to the upside here. 2.3%. I have a measured move of 17,650. We do see a bearish divergence. You got to swing down here on the 7-minute time frame. You got to swing up here. Smart trader would short that every single time. All right? So, just saying, you know, and you are at resistance with bearish divergence, rising wedge, likely to make a Bart Simpson to the downside, right? But let's let the 1 hour do its thing. 15-minute has a bit of momentum too. 7-minute curving down for some sideways behavior. Hey, if the 7-minute starts to dump us, that's going to be the indication. So watch the 7. Make sure the 7 stays in this flag. If the 7 starts to fall down here, that's going to, see how it has Bart Simpson vibes? Anyone else see the Bart Simpson kind of forming there? Moving averages getting far apart, right? Just 63 likes to 300 fam. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Type Crypto, Crypto 420. Shout out to Billy Bob 369. Shout out to Nate LA. Shout out to Lieutenant Dan Dangle. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Neon Visual. No one seems to have realized the bear flag we've been in since the 9th of November. We're headed to 18K over the next 48 hours before a massive dump down. Be careful. No one seems to realize I've drawn that bear flag a bunch of times. So that's, you're basically kind of lying because I'm not nobody. So you're basically saying I never saw the bear flag. It's just not true. All right? It's not. Hands down. So you can take that and put it up your pipe and smoke it. You're full of old shoes. All right? No one seems to blah, blah, blah. Then you haven't watched my channel for the last month. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not nobody. And I've been showing the bear flag the whole time. Again, at the same time, I'm open-minded here. So look. Do you see the bullish divergence on the 4-day chart, though? Do you see the 10-day chart about to explode to the upside? Like, do you see these things, too, or do you just see what you want to see? I don't know. Are you open-minded, or are you closed-minded? Are you just one way? I could see both things happening. I could see this bear flag breaking down. The pump up to 18K, like you're saying, 18,009 even. We could get rejected by that 200 on the 10-day chart, all right? And then we could roll over and end up down even lower. I totally agree. Measured move here. But that's $2,000. Like, you really think Bitcoin's going to 2K? I personally don't. You know what I mean? You could take the small measured move, I get it, but that's the length of your pole. You could take the small measured move, and that brings you down here to about 8,700. I'll give that to you. There's a chance we go to 87. I'm open-minded. And I've been showing this flag many times, so you can't say nobody, because that's just untrue. I've shown this many, many times. So can you please take that back and say that other people have shown the bear flag? Because I have. You know, I take offense to people that lie. And you just said no one. It's kind of a lie. So I'm being honest. All right? So people could say I'm a nitpicking, but I'm being honest. I'm just breaking down the facts here. Aries like the facts. A lot of people don't like the facts, but Aries break down the facts. I'm an Aries. We break down the facts. A lot of other signs don't like the facts when Aries put them to their face. You know, Bitcoin 14.5 by next week. Hi, Sam. No, I want to find this guy that said no one. Where is he? No one. Where is he? No one. Nobody showed the bear flag on your steering wheel. Me. I'm the only one. No, Neon Visual. No one seems to have. No, I bet I'm being rude. You're probably the nicest guy in the world. We probably would hang out and have pizza. I'm just. Oh, man. Shout out to Corey Godden. Shout out to Crypto 420. Shout out to Sataface A-Train. I posted it, Neon Visual. And Aries broke my heart. LOL. That's what we do. My wife is Aries, and she's always stating me the facts. Sweaty Dave. Yeah, she's putting them right into perspective for you. I'm not 100% sure if you've mentioned the double top, which I've been shorting since 62K. Oh, come on, man. Are you out of your mind? I called the top. Like, see, this is insane. This guy he knows I called the top. He just wants to see me bug out, I think. I called this top up here. I called bearish divergence and basically said that we were far away from the 21-day moving average and we were going to likely have a move to the downside. It's actually written in stone. We were also high in the stochastics RSI. The 21 and the 200 were far apart. I don't care what time frame you're on. When the 21 and the 200 are far apart, you're coming to the downside. It's that simple. You're coming to the downside. Yeah. So I called this top like when it happened. And we've been shorting ever since. And specifically the 59K that we couldn't get back above. I remember saying we can't get a bet. Look for a short. Nailed that short. We've been hitting basically almost all the major shorts to the downside. Even recently, this recent short at like 17.5, I said insurance short. That thing did go down to 16.4, 16.3. So anyway, and I don't even have to say it. People can talk for me, you know. So anyway, whatever. This is a waste of my time. Let's get back into the charts. I don't need to justify a dang thing. I'm the crypto lifer, man. Over here. If you were me, then I'd be you. If I was you, then you'd be me over here. But it's not the way, huh? So look. This flag says I want to break up, baby. I wouldn't be surprised if we short squeeze despite the bearish divergence. Remember that the RSI is also in a bit of a flag. We are overbought. I get it. But this is when the short squeeze gets real crazy. See, this is when people are just like, oh, I have to short. It's such a guaranteed short. Watch out for false move Monday. I'm telling you. Watch out for false move Monday. Shout out to the 400 beautiful people on the live. 275 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Greatly appreciated. My boy Tony lost his eye in a poker match over there. You can watch live streams last 700 plus days back. What the hell? Somebody is disrespecting the lifer gang, right? Shout out to the family. My brother Tony lost his eye over where? You got to finish the statements here. Just drop by to drop a like because the lifer gave me an immense motivation like Virgil from The Devil May Cry. We'll continue to grind and grind even if no one believes. See you all lifers to the moon. Shout out to PMG Roger Sanderson. May God bless you. Right? That's exactly what I said when I made my short that got wrecked. Lifers like likes. Been watching you for months every morning. Haven't traded, just absorbing info. Buying spot. What do you think about GMX as a project? I think it's great. I think it could work out. I haven't researched the team. I don't know how substantial it is, but I like the tech. I like what they're doing. I like the website, and I like the premise, right? Decentralized trading, gmx.io. So I'm into it. Interesting. Euler reduction 747 matches the fun math at Euler N8. Higher chances of the big green. Hey, hunches, man, on the Euler. Thank you. MLAP says way more liquidity down lower. Love GMAX. Yeah, I mean, you can have a lot of people long, but what they're going to do, they're going to build the longs. Let that liquidity get even thicker, right? So just give the 1 hour its due diligence. That's what we did yesterday. Yesterday, the probabilities was the short, 100%. There was bearish divergence. The probabilities were to short. You were at a resistance. You couldn't get above, but the 1 hour made a flag. And my system says you have to let the flag play out. That's the difference between me and all the other traders on YouTube, is my flag projection system. Everyone else uses indicators, and I use my mind and the probabilities of the flag and whatever. And it's kind of not an indicator. It's like I teach you how to live a lifestyle of trading. I teach you how to live like a moment in time in which you can create a probability out of. For instance, once the 1 hour filled this, there was a really high probability we were going to break to the upside. Had we broken the flag and started to drop and my flag didn't play out, but I projected the flag before it happened. You remember I did it. We did it last night. When Bitcoin got so high, we started making a flag up here. I do this, and then I'll make my squiggly lines. You see me do this all the time. And I'll say, if we wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin's back down on the stochastics and we make the flag, there's a high likelihood this flag breaks out. So we knew the trade before the trade happened. I project trades way before they even occur. I'm going to teach you how to do this. You're going to have such a mental math on like what's happening in the market. You're going to be able to see things before they happen. You're going to have a way better understanding of your emotions in space and time. And this is all going to be completed, all right? I'm going to teach you how to use the 1, the 15, in conjunction with the 4 and the daily. I'm going to teach you how to check out the weekly, the 3-day chart. As you expand with me, your brain will expand. If it does not, it will be impossible. Like, you will learn so much. And remember, I teach this every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Jump on into class every single Tuesday. Why not, right? Learn the language of the charts, as we say, every single Tuesday. So jump on in from 3 to 5:30. I teach my special sauce. It's one class. It's not like it takes months. I give you homework. I give you a PowerPoint. And then if you jump onto my trading group and learn in the learning library, you'll be spot on. $60 if you join my trading group. 40% discount if you join the trading group. So if you show me that loyalty and you want to become a lifer, we hook you up with this class for $60. Everyone, tell me how you feel about the class. Watch the comments. Someone who's taken the class, let me know what it did for you. Talk about it. Let me know. I love hearing the testimonials about the class. The gallop pump was caused by news of the burn. With a max cap supply, its tokenomics are really solid now. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. I didn't even know about the burn, but I saw a chart that suggested that we were going to make a move to the upside, and we did. Shout out to the strong $17 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Do we have any super chats out there? I don't see any getting boomed in there. You've been tracking a smaller bear flag. The actual flag is oscillating in a 2K range. I disagree with you 100%, and I don't have to listen to a word you say. He's like, I've been tracking a smaller bear flag now. That's impossible. Let's take a look at what he's saying now. This guy's out of his mind. Hold on, maybe he's right. Let's see. I'm open-minded. Let's see what he's saying. I'm tracking a smaller bear flag. So show me the bear flag that's bigger than this one. What are you talking about? Like, this is the smaller bear flag? This one. Come on, man. You're not making sense, and you're getting into the show a little bit now. Not making sense. Anyway, Gala partnering with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. That's a big deal. I posted a chart once in a... Shout out to Fami. And you're out. You're out. Yeah, get him out of there. Negative energy. We don't need that. Look at the breakout Solana does right now. I think he needs to take the course. I know, right? Class is worth so much, worth the $99, but is worth millions, as you will make millions from it. My man, boosted frequency. The class was epic. I've learned so much, and if I had to figure it out on my own, it would take me years. I apologize, Billy. I'm on my mobile today, and remind me, please, if you can. Sam, it's more about burn. Gala has released so many new details this weekend. Buying a mobile game company, films with The Rock. Please check the charts. Oh, we're already over the charts, man. We'll go into that. But this guy says you're tracking a smaller bear flag. So where's the bigger bear flag? Is this it? Is this the bear flag? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to negative 49,000? Like, there's one bear flag here, my guy. He's like, you're tracking a smaller bear flag. I'm like, that's impossible. Anyway, let's get back to brass tacks. Why do I waste my time? Shout out to Lakoki Coker. Films with The Rock, I mean, that's a huge deal. That could also help Bitcoin pump. I mean, that's good news for crypto. People jumping on in. I see this flag breaking out. I wouldn't be surprised we see Bitcoin at $17,639 later on tonight. I'm all set, man. I'm not going to check it. Can't wait for Bitcoin to go to 50K. Bitcoin 20K this week. Watch. BKKKT squeeze coming. Backed to the moon. No time wasted. Good entertainment. My man. Brass tacks, baby. So I don't really have much more to talk about Bitcoin. We're overbought on the daily, the 22-hour, the 4-hour. The 1-hour wants to continue to short squeeze. It is what it is. This rising wedge could break to the upside and continue the parabolic run that Bitcoin's been on. The measured move for there is 17,631. If you have any BALZs or guts, you know, that's an aggressive entry right now. All right? Likely, you know. Monday's tough. We could have a break up, and then we could jump all the way back down. The key that you don't want to see is you don't want to get back inside this trend line. You don't want to break below this new resistance that we flipped at 17,166, 17K. So let's just get a daily close today above 17,000, and I'll be happy. That's really all we need. And let's get a weekly close above 17,300, and I'll be a happy man. And everything will kind of fall into place. All right. What is BookMap saying? Shout out to my man asking about BookMap. Let's get it loaded and locked. I saw it this morning. We'll see what's going on for BookMap. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You're awesome people. I thank you all for being here. Keep the positive energy going throughout the day. Hey, you are your positive energy. That's what you are. You are as much as the positive energy that you can combine in your heart and soul. If you're living in the past too much, you're going to get worried. If you're living in the present, in the future too much, you're going to get worried. Stay in the present moment. That's how you can make the best of your trades. That's how you can make the best of your portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. However, I feel like I'm a life coach in a way. I've been through a lot, and I can kind of give you a lot of the information that kind of got me out of the rat race, right? I quit the 9 to 5. I do whatever I want to do in my life. And so I want you to do the same, okay? And I know you can. I wanted to be on YouTube, so I am. I wanted to trade, so I am. I wanted to make money off Bitcoin, so I did. You know what I mean? I set my goals out. I did it. I want you to do the same thing every single day of your life, right? So let's take a sip of that lemon water. Let's get it moving. Don't be stressed. Someone said they were stressed. Take a deep breath right now. You're not stressed. You think you're stressed because you're thinking about the future or the past. They don't exist. The only thing that exists right now is the present moment. The future and the past do not exist. They're figments of your imagination. Isn't that crazy? The past doesn't exist. I mean, it happened. Someone slapped you. Okay, it existed. But right now, this treasure exists, right? In real time. This is in front of me. This is real. This is not the past. The past can't be here right now. The past cannot exist. in the present moment. It'll blow your mind to think about it. So that's why you can't use the past to live. That's why you can't think about the past too much, and you can't beat yourself up about it, and you can't get emotional. It doesn't work, right? Bookmap running absolutely smoothly. Smooth caboose. Let's take a look at Bookmap real quick. What is Bookmap? Bookmap is a beautiful program. Shout out to Sachi, the owner of Bookmap. I met the owner and the creator, and what you can see right now is liquidity building. This shows me that there's more liquidity up here. 17.5, 1,000 Bitcoin, 700 Bitcoins. It does suggest that we go higher, and we follow this move to the upside, the 17.5, 17.6. The liquidity here is coinciding with what I'm saying. Look, there's just more orders up here to be filled. Less orders down here. It's way redder up here in the zone, especially closer to the move. So it's going to be easier to fill these orders than it is to fill these orders. So we just got to reach up to get that. It's like a giraffe trying to eat leaves off a tree. The giraffe only has to go here and get these trees. Why would he go all the way? You know, it's like, so you want a closer scenario for the move. And that's Bookmap for you. Link in the description below. It's giving me cumulative volume delta, which shows me kind of the long, see the CVD? Cumulative volume delta is just compiling the longs and the shorts and telling you kind of the numbers that we have, right? So there's just, right now we're in the green. Eventually we'll get liquidations starting to run in once it liquidates, and we'll start to see. This will show us people getting liquidated, okay? Path of least resistance. I'm a time traveler, but I can never travel back into the past. I keep traveling to the future. So I'll sleep now to travel into the future. Call tomorrow at 10 a.m. at 7 a.m. You're funny. Don't try and short this pump. If it's reached another target, it's long the dips. See what he's saying? We have a trend change. Look, low, high, higher low, higher high than that, higher low, higher high. We've broken the trend. This mini trend has broken. Okay? So now you're looking for the higher low to long, technically. And I like what he's saying. I'm the same. A lot of people are jumping on the short like it's so obvious. I wouldn't play the short right now, you know, especially on a Monday. This is more likely to break to the upside. The liquidity also coincides with the idea here. So this flag does want to break on out. I'm watching this flag, and I've seen these flags break out in my lifetime so many times, touching the 21. Stochastic's got that moving. We get back above 17.3. That's going to be the move. Bitcoin pumping right now. About to get a move here. Can you check LDO for sure? DXY getting ready to reset this week for a major move to the upside. You're funny. You're funny. I'll teach you the vibe. Shout out to Dominic. Shout out to everybody here. Starcoin on Gate.io, STC. Never heard about it. I love this. I love looking at a brand new coin. STC on, you said it's on Gate.io. Right there, Starcoin for Tether. Let's take a look. Number one, I want to teach you something. When you see candles that like can't fill all the way and they kind of like a lot of wickage, it just tells you that there's a very slim order book. Because if it had thick candles, people were buying, selling, buying, but look, this order gets filled, rip up. This order gets filled. So you can already tell it's got a scant order book. It can tell me that it may be hard to open and close trades above like $5,000 to $6,000. You know what I mean? When you start seeing candles like this, sketch. This thing also looked like a rug pull, in my humble opinion. I don't know anything about it. It's down in the dumps. It came out on January 7th or June 7th, and it is just completely collapsed the whole time. Could be a complete rug pull. We don't know, right? I'd rather kind of move on from this, honestly. If you like this and you like the tech, kind of behoove me to take a look at it, right? So here, let's go to CoinMarketCap. And we'll take a look here. Starcoin doesn't even come up. Oh, STC, sorry. Starcoin, there it is. Won 4,000 in the game. $3.1 million market cap. Starcoin.org. Doesn't even have a contract address. So, it's only on CoinEx and Gate.io. It's a penny. This could easily be a rugger. I don't know anything about this thing. Starcoin, explore Starcoin, empowered by security from the origin, redefine values in Web3. Why Starcoin provides the ultimate security for the origin via its enhanced proof of W consensus and secure smart contract, using the language of move, scalability, technology, smart, enhanced, power consensus, layer 2 interoperability for developers, for individuals, for ecosystems. community. I'd have to get in and really get involved here. It has the beginnings of something. It's not the worst. Let's take a look at its Twitter. 37 followers on Twitter. Okay, I mean, yeah. They tweeted an hour ago. Star Mask Wallet tips. Okay. OSTC, OAP. They work with app. 2023 roadmap. The first proof of work chain using Move language. We've worked towards our vision by prioritizing security, scalability, interoperability, and usability. All right, it's starting to become a little more substantial to me. They got an airdrop release. Happy New Year. Starcoin. Interesting. On the radar, that chart looks horrible. You'd have to believe in this and accumulate it on the lows. Like, this is something you would have to be like, I'm going to hold. So, crypto, there's two ways to make money. We swing trade all day long, go in and out, and then we dollar cost average into the things that we believe are going to do numbers, and we hold them as they just pump insanely. Sometimes you can't beat the hold no matter how well you swing trade, because sometimes it just does something unreal, like the oscillator's a little high. In the bull markets, things get out of control. I found I like to buy some projects and let them rock out, and then I like to keep a bag to swing. I do both. The majority of the money I ever made was from holding long term and watching things just absolutely skyrocket. So always build a bag. I'm always building my Bitcoin bag in front of everybody. I'm always building a bag. I'm showing, hey, I'm buying some of this. I'm buying some of that, you know. So I'm always building a bear market bag. You saw me buy so much Bitcoin, 16,000, 15,000, 19,000, 17K. I amassed, I'll be honest, between everyone here, I mean, I bought them between about 4 Bitcoins, between $21,000 and $16,000. Like, you know, so I amassed a chunk of Bitcoin in this bear market. And if we go lower, I'm going to amass a chunk more. So it is what it is. So, you know, and I did it in front of everyone every few days. Even you'd have to go through every stream, and not every single buy, but a lot of the buys. I was like, I'm buying now. You saw me buy $5 grand, $2 grand, $3 grand, $1 grand, $5 grand. I bought a whole one, 19K. I'm about to buy another whole one if we go back below 17 one more time, if it happens. So if you're watching and you have hit the like button, do it. Life is life changing. Shout out to Sierra. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you. So there's STC coin. I don't know. Not a huge fan of that at all, honestly. All right. So you see where I stand with Bitcoin. Really don't have to go over it much more. I see it in a bear flag. I'm just messing with that guy. But my Coinbase chart, isn't that the one or was it my Binance? Let's take a look here. Everybody's smarter than me. I get it. I know you are, you know. I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance. I'm not that smart. I'm just a consistent person. Consistency beats talent. If talent don't work hard, I'll tell you that right now. You can be the most talented, smartest person in the world. I could be the dumbest guy in the world. But if I work harder than you, I will achieve more than you. Intelligence nearly is just a description. It isn't an outcome. All right? I just made that up. Intelligence is just a description. It's not an outcome. You don't get the gold because you're intelligent. All right? Look, we did call a pump. Bitcoin is pumping. Are we right? So far. And look at the shorts just getting squeezed here on BookMap. That corroborates the idea here. It corroborates. Look, there's liquidity up there that we had to go into. They 70,000, 12,000, 21,000. These are people getting liquidated right now on the exchange. They're losing it all. They got nothing left. People are losing their accounts every second of the day. Imagine that. Imagine if I lost my account. I couldn't do this anymore. I'm here for the long haul. I attempt not to lose my account. All right. So I see Bitcoin making a move up here to 17,600. I'm making that call based on the 7-minute chart. Anything could happen. I could be 100% wrong. Right. But I've been about 80 to 90% accurate depending on the day. Right. But about 80% accurate on these Bitcoin calls for the last 2 years almost. So we'll see. We will see. Gala just continuing to moon. I mean, this is insane. Like, who would have thought that this flag would boom up 237% gains out of the initial flag? This is the flag we just put out the other day. And this continues. Gala just mooning something serious. I put it out down here. If you're in my trading group, you are given the biggest gainer of the week, Gala. And not only did I put out Gala, but I put out a way to make more money on Gala by using the 3L token. Gala X, right? USDT.3L, all right? And there I am. Look, 204%. I gave the flag for more gains. It gave more gains. Booming. It's insane. I even drew this flag after the initial pump. It's just crazy. Gala, looking interesting. On 9:35 p.m., I'm about to go to bed. I'm scanning the markets. saying this is about to go up 40% for gains. Look at the ascending triangle. Look at the low stochastic squiggling. This thing looks like it could make some gains. Lack of bearish momentum there. Falling volume and falling price. Moving averages were getting tight. Man, you know we like to push up to the 200 SMA, right? And I keep teaching this. Over and over again. And again, it goes back to what I talked about on Bitcoin and why I believe Bitcoin was going to go up. Because we closed the candle back above the 200 SMA. Look, we started here. It all starts with tight moving averages that jettison back up to the 200 SMA, all right? Unreal. People are learning this in my trading school, and they're getting educated. They're being like, whoa, 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 whoa. I looked at one this morning. Look at this dude. He pulled out 3,200% out of Bybit. 3,200%. I mean, man, he probably was heavy lev. 50x lev, which I don't condone, but he does what he wants to do. It is what it is. I saw another person here made 30, look at this, 78,000%. Are you serious? 70xing? I mean, that's insane. $1,000 turned to 70 grand? I mean, that's insane. Even if you put $500, that's $35,000. I mean, that's absolutely insane. 80,000% gains. I mean, and I get this could be some serious leverage. I don't want to get people too, I'm happy with 3%, and you should be too, right? But I was looking at someone that used our tactics in the roop, and they're like, listen, like, it did just what I can't believe it. Look, after hours, bang. Price action was tight, and it went up to the 200 SMA. He made that trade based on this idea, right? What was he trading? Ubix? I'm trying to find out. No, AGIX. AGIX, another alt AI coin. So you're going to learn so much in this trading group. If you jump on in with us for $3 a day, it's absolutely absurd. So we talked about this tightness moving back up to the 200 SMA. I thought at least a scalp for 42%. That's when I first put this thing out. And look at it now. I mean, it's the biggest gainer in the entire space. It's up a total since I put it out. 591% since the 6th of January. It's the 9th. 3 days. Imagine 6xing your portfolio in 3 days. 1,000 turning to 6,000. 100 turning into 600. $50, right? I'm just saying. Like $50 turning into like $250 or more. This is insane. $300, $50 turning, 6xing your money in 3 days. So this is what the altcoins can do. This is how we trade them on KuCoin with the 3L tokens. You take advantage, you get 3x the move. So Gala went up 200%. This went up 590. All right. And continuing. Look at it continuing to go. All right. Unbelievable. GMT 3L following. ADA 3L following. Ape 3L making a bit of a move. We talked about Ape. Ape was on my radar. Right there in this flag. Look at that. Boom. Ape for gains. Did a little dolphin dip there, but Ape for gains, baby. 21% out of Ape. NAKA for gains. EFX for gains. Man AI for gains, right? We took all the AI coins for gains, man. Insane, right? And now we have more coming our way, and we're going to move the same way we do every day to find more ideas and more things that are going to pump. Solana for gains. I gave you this flag here on the 4 hour. I went over it over and over again. And you can even look, you'd be like, no, he didn't. And you can go back into the trading group and you can double check this stuff. What I love about what I do is I do it every day online in front of everybody. So you can see everything I do is transparent. Sol USDT, where is my Sol chart? Like, and now it's not going to show up. Like, I know I put Sol in the 4 hour flag. Where are you? Maybe just Sol. There I am right there. I went over the Sol flag 3 times. I mean, I really did. Yesterday, 7:59. It would continue. This guy's giving it to you if it wasn't for me. Lakochi. My students, my beginning students. Here I am, Sol. 1:43 a.m. Looking juicy as well, I say. Right? And I was thinking of Jason Casper when I said that because he loves using juicy. 4 hour looks juicy as well. I'm telling you, man, gains of our brewing. 34% coming out of the Sol flag. That was this little flag here when it was just tight. It would just go sideways and boom to the upside and it would hit that gain. So shout out to anyone that made the move for Solana. And Solana pumping now too. Look at the pump is real right now. Bitcoin, Solana, more shorts just got squeezed. 17,300 has been hit. Bitcoin is pumping as suggested. This is the channel to come to if you want to get a pretty accurate idea of which way Bitcoin is goes the goes. Which way is it goes the goes, man? We know what time frames to use when Bitcoin's moving fast. We know when to settle, right? We have a bunch of different tactics and tips and tricks to get you through the market because we do it every day. Eventually, if you do it every day and you have to tackle it in front of everybody, you're going to find things. It's like being forced to fight in a battle in front of everyone every day. Like being, the jousters, they joust in front of the crowd. Like if every day you got to go live and perform, you're going to figure it out. Either you're going to fail and not do it right, or you're going to nail it, right? And so right now, the 7-minute did play out. Look, it was low on the stochastics. We got the push out. It broke out. There is bearish divergence. I keep bringing it up. Okay? Doesn't mean that we could, it's not. But the 1 hour, man, show me that it wants to do business. It wants to clear this out, and it's trying to do a bullish cross here. See, it just crossed bullishly. The blue just crossed the red line. So I wouldn't be surprised. 17,006. And the liquidity still shines above us on Bookmap. Link to the description of Bookmap. Get it cheaper than anywhere else. You can also put Doge in it. Bunch of different coins. You can use Matic, Doge, you name it. Doge didn't get the pump yet. Does Doge eventually get a move? We'll talk about that in a second. Liquidations, baby. I don't get liquidated because I don't trade leverage heavily. I don't do it. And for everyone that traded heavily leveraged with those big percents, there's got to be losses behind the scenes. You don't make huge percentages without losses behind the scenes. It just is what it is, right? Shout out to everyone that came back after the new year. Hope you had a good Christmas time. Hope everything's kind of doing well for you. Hope you're feeling good. Hope your family's healthy, safe, complete. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin's going to have a halving coming up. And super chats, ADA, CQT, JASMY, LDO, and ZIL BTC. We'll go through all those super chats right away. We'll get to them right after I take a look here at Litecoin. So Litecoin doing damage. It's about to, look, it already did break out of this flag. Litecoin's kind of front-running Bitcoin. S&P looks like it could get a bit of a move. The dollar not looking amazing on the 1 hour time frame. Suggests that we could get a bump for the whole market today. Lack of bearish momentum for Litecoin. This says it's going to continue. It does have some bearish divergence. I got to point that out as this is swinging down while this swings up. It is bearish divvy. Clear as day. All right. But we could go sideways after that and complete. Also, Bitcoin looking good with the short squeeze. Litecoin likely to follow Bitcoin. This is the same flag Bitcoin's in. Litecoin just make a little more, up to 88. Litecoin to 100. And we talked about the halving coming for Litecoin. Went over this too. Look at my idea here. We're just privy to the news. Like we knew Litecoin was going to get a halving. And Litecoin pumps into its halving. When is Litecoin's halving? I posted it to the trading group. If you want to know, let me find out for you right now. I can give you that information. You want to know. I know you want to know. I want to know. When is Litecoin's halving? Well, right here, I give you everything I can give you in the trading group. Litecoin's halving comes on July 27th, 2023. It's likely to pump up into that halving. You could see Litecoin go all the way to 150. You never know. There's a lot going on in the crypto space that affects it more than just the markets and everything else. Litecoin. I could see Litecoin up here at 109 in a couple weeks. It is getting a little spent on the 22. 3-day chart has legs. The daily's overbought. 4 hours a little spent as well. And so you're looking for maybe one more push up on this 1 hour time frame, and then we're going to have to get some type of pullback, some type of kind of, sideways behavior and consolidation. Litecoin, not really. It doesn't really front run. In my opinion, I disagree that Litecoin front runs Bitcoin. Because I've been watching them for years. I just disagree, but you never know. It does have a halving a year before it. So in one sense, you're right, because it will front run the Bitcoin's halving, right? I see Litecoin pumping up, and if it retests 80 one more time, that would be a perfect entry, in my humble opinion, for Litecoin. All right. Let me take a look at ES1, S&P futures. We are correlated right now, so it's something we have to look at. Let's break it down. We did an update this morning at about 7:30. We drew this flag. We suggested that we could break out of the flag just like Bitcoin. This is front-running Bitcoin. So this is pumped. Bitcoin's likely to follow to the upside. Still has momentum, just getting to the dotted line. 1 hour ripped for... Now, this isn't amazing because when we look at the S&P futures, we have this bigger channel. Take away the moving averages for a second. So you can just see up, down, up, down, up. We're still at the top of this. We got to break out of this channel to the upside. I see this Sammy cup and hattie on the S&P. Can this S&P break out? This is basically Bitcoin's cup and handle too. You see how they both have a resembled nature of the same patterns. right? They like to do that. They're twinsies, all right? I'm a twin. If you didn't know, I am a twin. I have a twin sister. A lot of people don't know that. The Lifer is a twin. Shout out to all my twins out there. Shout out to Altcoin Daily. They are also the other twins in the space. I don't know how many twins we have in crypto, but I'm a twin and Altcoin Daily are twins, so we know we got 2 twins. Twin, you know? So I went to the 7 because the 7 was the one that's going to show me the sauce. Shoulder, head, slight right shoulder, break to the upside. Okay. Now we go sideways, flag out. Smaller time frames are minutia. Can this 1 hour continue to the target at 39.94? That's what we're looking for here for the S&P futures. All right. 20 twin. I am a twin. Bitcoin retesting resistance as support. DXY support at 102.99. We'll take a look at the DXY. They will help you get registered for the Saturday course, but explain what you would like to do in your email. I rolled Litecoin from $70 to 81, 5x long, then got into XRP at 34.6, 5x long. Interesting. Shout out to Mark Pelra. Sounds like a move. R Fox can't get a break. You guys really like holding coins to the end of time, huh? Flux having next month. Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't look amazing on the charts. I turned $1 into 67, then down to 20. Now I'm at 108. I mean, $100, $1 into $108 is huge. I mean, you can now just see, that's what people don't realize. Now you could spot trade $100, 10% here, 20% there, $200, $300, $400. That $100 you could turn into $1 million. People don't realize, man. If you can build, you can build. Yeah, see, I was wondering, too, if that 3PI, if that I was sketched out by the group that was going on. Yeah, it made me, we'll get into it later. I love when people say KuCoin just scam wicked me. You were playing futures, so you were scamming yourself already. Just like, I know it's going to be rude to some people. They're going to look at me like I'm crazy. And again, don't get mad at me for my opinion. You can love me, you can learn from me, and we can both have a different of opinions on leverage trading. That's another thing. Like, why do I have to love what everyone else does? Like, I don't have to, you know what I mean? I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy. Like, and again, I'm not hating. Do whatever makes you happy, right? Whatever makes you happy. S&P looks like it has some room to move to the upside. High punks a little beat to the ground there. Had a bad run recently. Need to get back to building up. It happens, man. Can we speak about Tron? I mean, Tron, I was thinking to short the sucker. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at Cardano and Covalent. Look at that flag. Cardano's about to continue. I'm telling you right now, that's a bull flag I've ever seen one. That's a pump. It's one of the most obvious pump patterns I've ever seen in my life. That looks like you're going up. Cardano to the upside. I'd play A to 3L for some gains here on that. That's 17% gains coming out of Cardano. I'm telling you right now, that 1 hour looks beautiful. That looks amazing. A to USDT. That 1 hour flag looks ready for a scalp. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. You need the education. You need to know what a flag is. Look, if I slap the moving averages on, you're going to see that the 21 is touching that price action. See it? How did I know that? Because I got the special sauce, baby. I knew that white line was going to be right there where I wanted it to be. And again, we do see some bearish divvy. Actually, this doesn't even have the bearish divvy as much. This thing could fly, baby. This looks good. Everyone was waiting to get back into Cardano, buy their Cardano on the lows. Hey, and again, remember, this could be a fake rally. We could bump back down, and these aren't going to be amazing prices. Like, everyone thinks, oh, this is the end of the rally. We're jumping on in. People react so fast. You got to just take deep breaths and let time take it one step at a time. But yeah. Gala up 237% gains from the flag. Sean, actually, you got to redo that, Sean. You got to redo it, all right? It's not your fault. It's confusing. I get it. Because that's the initial flag that we first put out. I don't want you confusing two different flags. So let's delete that message that you put out, all right? And Sean, what you're going to do is you're going to take this. You're going to take this here. And I appreciate you putting in that extra effort. And you're going to put in 591% gains, because you can't even see the flag that I drew here unless we make it bigger. That's the flag right there. So what you can do is add a little dialog box that says we bought here. All right. So you're going to add a box on your, we were buying here, which was true. We were buying right there. Right. But that, I think you should do it on your box. It'll look better if you can. And I'm going to post this. You need this. If you ever need to, Sean, I don't know if you have TradingView, but you can open up TradingView and you could draw this chart yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you're waiting on me, I don't want to be rude too. I'm just coming up with ideas. And if I'm rude, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be. Right. But as long as you know it's legit, like you saw me post it, you see what it is. Like you can, by all means. That's 590% gain, Sean. So I'm going to post it here. You can grab that link. I'm going to post it into the gains. You can grab that link and then just make it real. All right. Appreciate you, Sean. I know I post a lot. It's not easy to keep up with it, but we got to really be really careful about our integrity. Like this flag you used with this flag, but it was this flag. All right. Anyway, just want to make sure it's all 110%. I don't want anyone saying we're editing those or playing games. All right. It's really important. So that's why it's important that they're all straight up exactly how they should be. All right. So 3L tokens make you money. Ape 3L, ADA 3L. A lot of people don't even know what a 3L token is. This ADA 3L will make you more gains on the ADA move that we just looked at, right? I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if Cardano boosted up even more here. Beautiful project. We love Cardano. And let's just see. 17. So this should make about what, 51, right? If we do the math, only 34, only double up. Interesting. But anyway, that's good enough for me. Some people complain like, I didn't get exactly 3L out of that token. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, come on. Like, it's an ETF. It depends on how many people buy the sucker. It's attached as much as it can be, but it also needs its own liquidity and its own volume. It's an asset. It's an you know what I mean? It's an ETF. So understanding those concepts can help you get less frustrated when you realize, like, think about what you're buying. You're buying a derivative pegged asset to the actual asset, right? So these are amazing to trade on KuCoin. Most people don't even know they exist. We love them on KuCoin. We take full advantage. When we see a really obvious move, take the 3L for more. You can't get liquidated, right? Other people using 50x leverage and all sorts of stuff. It's cool to make 50x leverage. I'm going to tell you right now, but here's the deal. When everything in life you get complacent to and you can kind of get sucked into. So my whole thing is this. If I traded this and I started trading 50x leverage regularly, right? That means all my trade would be 50x. That means the ones that didn't go right would also be losses. Everyone likes to post 1,000% gains, but like, how many losses did it take to get there trading that high leverage? Nobody wants to discuss that, right? So as a beginner, and even as me, and also I'm not big into like borrowing from someone else. Leverage is really using someone else's money in a way. I like my own money. Like I like knowing that it's me and I'm doing it myself. I don't know. I just kind of, I'm so old school. I'm a pain in the butt. Like I'm so stubborn. You know what I mean? And, but so this looks like it's going to make a beautiful move. We're right at support. We broke a previous little support zone here. Like right there, look, bounce. We bounce, we come back for the bounce. We break this, we'll go lower for sure. The 21 just crossing the 200. You're about to get a golden cross here on the 4-hour time frame. You're about to get the 50 to cross the 200. That happens. Look at that move right there. Cardano looks absolutely lovely on the 3L token for a move here. If any trade looked great to me, Cardano. I hold Cardano long term just to make it really clear. And I personally kind of want to enter this trade right now. I won't FOMO. I'll take a look at my smaller time frames and find a better entry. What's going on? Oh, there we go. I was like, I'm double clicking. It's not showing me my love. Yeah, so 50-minute could reset down for a lower low. Best entry was right there, bottom of the pattern, right? And again, it could dump to the downside. Bitcoin could go down, and this could not happen at all. There's no guarantees. That's why you always have a stop loss, all right? Always, at any given moment in time. Cardano 3L looks for a good 35% gains coming, in my humble opinion. Someone asked about, this looks interesting to me. CKB. I met the guys who run this. That's another flag. That flag broke out. So what I do is I go to the 5 or the 1 and I look for a flag there on this little flag. I project this one. If this can stay in a flag on the 5 and I can enter on that flag, the bigger idea could play out on the bigger time frame. You know, like this 1 hour flag. So that's how I keep myself from FOMOing in. And sometimes I miss. It keeps pumping. It happens. But it also keeps me humble and it keeps me kind of watching the charts in a better manner. So I like how I do it that way. The 99 is the place to be for constant updates on multiple coins. In addition to market updates, also, it's a place to share charts and ideas. The 99 group is where gains are made. Shout out to Love Learning. God bless you and yours. Lots of liquidity. What is the deal with Gala? Sorry, just hopped online. They had a deal with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, and they're burning coins. A lot happening. Let's take a look at Covalent, JASMY, LDO, and ZIL BTC. Gala long-term hold. Gala has always been on my radar for a possible long-term hold. Gala, NAKA, Block, all the old metaverse coins I believe are going to come back in the game, and we're going to see a big move for them too. So music's a little short today. Let's bring it back up. Sorry about that. Markets are amazing though. It's nice to have a nice market. Wake everybody up. 591 people. We got so many more people back on the stream, baby. Woo! Woo! Shout out to everybody jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. This is what I do this for. I struggle through those bear markets, those tough times where we're just like paint dry. Bitcoin's flat again. We still made gains. We found the high coins. We still were able to figure out where the money was going in the market. I'm so impressed by my group. 70% gains for Gala 3L. Gala continuing to go to the upside. This thing is not stopping. It's on a tear of tears. This is unbelievable. One of the biggest gainers I ever posted. Insane. Can we see Doge? You said we wouldn't forgot. I didn't forget. I just haven't got to it yet. How dare you? You'll be timed out for that. Yep, timed out. Where are you? Who said that to me right now? Yep, I got to time you out, man. Only for 300 seconds. All right, you'll be back. But I got to time you out. I hope this relationship we can build with this. You know what I mean? I didn't time anybody else today, so we have it's kind of like two brothers that started wrestling. Or you ever have a friend that you fought first and then became friends with? You know what I mean? So I hope we can become friends. I think we're going to be. I actually did this this is my way to shake your hand. Like I'm bringing you in, you know? So I hope you should actually love it. Like no one got timed out today but you. So you're actually privileged. You're blessed. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, man. You have to babysit the leverage tokens. You win fast, but you lose just as fast. Oh yeah. Gains on gains. I'd rather a little bit gains here and there and just know that I keep going up. You know what I mean? Shout out to CMAS. Shout out to Love Learning. Time me out, daddy. Oh, you want it, don't you? You guys are out of control, man. You guys are oh my gosh. Sam can be a hard teacher, but it makes you use better language. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to help you in your conscious movement through life in space and time, man. All right, let's take a look at Covalent. We were about to jump on that. CQT. I love this project. The guy who runs it has so much integrity and believes in himself. Look at this. You're forming a symmetrical right here. You see that? Forming a symmetrical triangle right there, about to blast to the upside. Covalent for a move. It does have a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Seems to get negated by that idea. I see tightness. I see the 50 crossing the 200. That's a golden cross. I see a move coming. I've already been all over the bigger picture for Covalent. Look at the 2 hour, the 22. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a move here. Look at the daily. Look at the 3-day chart. All kind of in our favor for some momentum coming. We're rounding out a bowl here. Covalent looking for a move. It's already on the radar. People have talked about it. I've been breaking it down. Covalent. And I put ADA 3 out into the gains on gains because you know why? That's a public channel. And I'm just letting anybody else who wants to see that. I'm being nice. When I put something in gains on gains, it means I'm being nice. All right? And shout out to David Kendall. Just posted a chart. I bet you would want to see what my Elites chart just posted. But you'd have to pay $3 a day. Which is like, oh my God. $270 if you join for the 3 months. 3 months for $270. The group pays for itself in knowledge, in understanding, and in gains, man. People understand what's happening. Just sharing some band profits. Life is forever. Shout out to my man, BB Strike 86 for the love. With the dropping the daily juices. Gains after gains after gains. Shout out to Adam Davidson. Why did you retract? That was a great message. Big love from the Crypto Warehouse. Watch and learn from this guy. He's on a mission to help people become better. Shout out to the Crypto Warehouse, man. God bless you. Thank you for the love, man. Ada Pampin. It is, though. It is, baby. It is. It is, baby. It is. It's going all the way. We're drunk with gains. On days like today, we need to take a deep breath. We need to realize it's cool to make money, but we need to, remember all the pain we went through to get here. Take a deep breath and realize that let's take some profits. Let's relax. Because you get drunk with gains. The gains start coming. You're like, oh, it's all euphoric. And you're like, I'm getting a little crazy. So we got to bring it down. We got to say, dear Lord, thank you for everything, for the gains you've given us. Help me recognize them and take them so I don't lose them and squander them. And thank you for all the blessings in which you've given in my life. Calm down and be like, a gain is just as good, you know? And I learn from my losses. I learn from my gains. They all come together. Shout out to the 579 beautiful people on the live, 413 likes. This is the life your way. I'm feeling it today, baby. This live stream is one of the best live streams in a month, man. Let's go, baby! Feeling the love, feeling the vibration. How could you not like the vibration? How could you not like the energy, baby? And you can make jokes and you can mess around, but you got to be accurate, right? And we hit so many calls day in and day out. I got people that learn what I teach and they hit calls. I got people that teach other people how to trade through what I teach. I mean, it is a growing community. Covalent looks to make a bit of a move here to the upside, in my humble opinion. You want 12 cents is what you said, right? I mean, 20 cents, you may get it. Big time frames though, and it will take some time. Covalent is on the radar. Just sharing some band profits. Thank you for the love, man. And let's take a look at our band, baby band. Band Protocol, amazing project. Definitely something you want to have on your radar, something you want to think about. And look at band, it did break out slightly of this trend, and it got above the 200 SMA on the 22. That's a big deal. Getting above the 200 is when things really start to cook. Look, you get above the 200 here, huge move. Let's see the last time you really got above on the bear market status. Oh, you can't. It's too not around long enough to get that action on the 22. You are getting a little higher on the RSI. We did bounce from 124 all the way to 168. We made a substantial move. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. You're also above the 200 SMA, but you're getting a little overbought. 1 hour may want to reset here on that little itty-bitty flag. Some bearish divergence starting to form on the 15-minute. But this is what you got going on. I mean, this may just follow Bitcoin's move. Whole market's looking absolutely out of control. Suggests that we are just going to get these little pumps up. I'd be taking profits out of these pumps. These last little pumps are people getting late to the market. The people that have been in, they're harvesting. You know what I mean? You want to be harvesting when the latecomers are jumping on in. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. Man, oh man, thank you for streaming. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark Pelra, man. God bless you, brother. People have no idea what goes on. Their loss. I am not alone. I know, man. Sorry, Lifer. Didn't mean to offend you. Just a bullish on Doge, and I like your TA. I love you, man. Don't worry. I knew you came back. I knew you would come back. I knew you would come back, man. See? Only guy that can time somebody out and create a good relationship out of it. Nah, because it's the good vibes, man. You know? It's the good vibes. ADA just getting started on the 3L. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's a monster. About to do some serious damage, in my humble opinion. Banging on him to the upside. Looks like Band Protocol is going to 175. Whole market's ripping right now on a Monday. Hey, false move Monday. Just be careful. All right. I'm going to tweet here. Are you believing this rally? Or is a long squeeze coming? Are you believing this rally or is a long squeeze coming? I mean, we are above certain levels that we needed to get back above, which is a great sign. Are you believing this rally or is a long squeeze coming? Bitcoin. All right. Let me know how you feel. Answer the tweet. We're on our way to 10,000 followers on Twitter. We're about to do it. 9,957, only 43 people more. And we're on our way. Come on in, jump on in. If you retweet this, if you hit the like button, more people see my tweets, more people will like me, more people will follow me on Twitter. So you do your part by helping me grow, and then my business grows. I help other people throughout the world. I get to give more to the other people around the world. I get to buy that giant house in Florida for 10 mil, and I get to invite you over. So it's only going to benefit you if you hit the like button. It can only help your life, because my life will get big, and you know me, and then I can bring you into crazy, amazing things. So hit the like button. Retweet this, comment on it. It's only going to help you out. I'm telling you right now, because I want to help you. So, and I've made it really clear. I've given my life to this channel. All right. Anyone can make money. I get it. And anyone wants money. But my dedication last year, every single day, clearly showed that my dedication was far above the money. Because you could do that for the money, but at the end of the day, you'll make enough money one day. Like one day I made like 10 grand one morning, like, whatever. And I could have just been like, I don't need to do this. And I said, man, but I love what I do. It's not about the money anymore. It's just not. And so my dedication is to each and every one of you. I think I have proved that clear as day, that it's not about the money. It's about my passion for helping you get somewhere. You guys give me so much back when I come here every day. You don't get it. Money can't do this for you. Money can only do so much. Money can't make you feel amazing, like in an emotional high vibration, like connecting to people sense. Man, there's nothing better than this live stream. I love each and every one of you. I introduced your channel to a friend I made who is interested in crypto but doesn't know where to start. Tell him to jump on in today. Tell him to take my beginner's course. It's the best place to go. Life or Vision trading course. People don't know where to start. They take this course. I give you my life story. I talk about how I got into crypto. We can relate, and then we begin to build together. Take the course, $60. Everyone is charging way more for the same information. Jump on in today. You will be blessed. I'll do everything I can to get you going and get you to the top, man. And woman. Absolutely where I was going, bub. Lifers, cherish life. Lifer, I've been grinding through this bear market with you since May. Love the energy, man. Shout out to Bison9, my man, Bison9. You've been with me for a long time, I feel like. Bring your own lemon water. Yeah, just show up with your own lemon water. You're funny. BYOLM. BIOLW. Funny. So Solana, we talked about it beaming and making a flag. Let's just shorten this flag out. It's really high. So let's see if the flag can be made here on the 4-hour time frame. All coins, baby. That's how things start. You get above the 200 SMA. I'm telling you. Opening up a long on the 4-hour, when you close 1 or 2 candles on the 4-hour above it, has paid many a trader in their lives. All right. Let's take a look at JSMY, JASMY, US Tether on KuCoin. And there we had it. I put it out last night. We talked about it making a move to the upside. Daily, the 22 says we can get legs. Like it just crossed. We have minutia on the smaller time frames. I say we get up to here, possibly to this next resistance point at least, to the 200 SMA. Got a bit of a pump. How big of that pump was it? Not amazing. 8% ain't bad though. Like I'll take 8% all day long. You got above the point of control. You got above this resistance. Do say you could have some room here. 1 hour wants to move too. The whole market wants to get this move up. JASMY says it's going to get a bit of a pump here. Now, did they did a deal? I don't want to cause. I thought they did an NFT thing with Sony, but that could be somebody else, right? I believe it is JASMY though. Could someone verify that for me? Thoughts on Crow, Super Chats, LDO, Zilliqua, and Cake. Cake, baby cake. One of my favorite coins in the game. Aptos blasted through the 200 SMA on the 8 hour. And look, the moving averages were tight. And where do we jettison up to? To the 200 SMA. Look, the 4 hour did it here too. 6 hour. Booms up. And then it blasted past it. Look at that. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Broke up to the measured move. The measured move is the neckline to the head. You swing that to where the shoulder is. That's what you just got. This is Trading 101. Inverted head and shoulders break to the upside 68% of the time. They hit the measured move from the neckline to the head. Aptos, I didn't see that when it happened, but just on the radar. High board 8 Yacht Club starting to make a bit of a move there. Pushing to the upside. The 6 hour looks gravy train. No guarantees at all. Anything I post could dump in 2 seconds. There's no guarantees for anything in trading. All you're doing is going over probability. These are just the probabilities, my friends. My lifers. My beautiful lovers of life. My people that want to go after everything that's great in their lives. If they want to learn the TA to watch your channel, Sam. Life or love, man. Party in Florida. LOL. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. We coming, baby. I picked my house, Justin. I picked my house, man. I'm pretty happy with where I'm going to move. Unless something changes, I'm pretty sure I picked my house. And again, someone might buy it, and then I'll have to move. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the universe has to coincide. It all has to kind of come together. But I did pick my house. And I have a pretty good idea of what I want. And once I get what I want, I get it. Once I see the vision or desire, I use desire. Want leads to lack. I use the word desire. Look at that. We're pushing up. They're liquidating the longs. We're going up to 17.4. There's just more liquidity up here. We called it again with Bookmap doing beautiful things. Wow, we've gone over so much already today, but I still have to go over the dollar index. I still have to go over U.S. Tether dominance and Bitcoin dominance. We got to break down some things for you. It's been a couple days since we went over the dominances in depth. We got to do the right thing. So bear with me. We will do the right thing together. So this is breaking out. Look at that shoulder, head, and right shoulder there. Broke to the upside. And I've seen this exact pattern many times. It's got this winged right shoulder, the flat head, and then the winged left shoulder, the bold right shoulder, the flat head, and then the smaller right shoulder. We're just going for this 1 hour. The 1 hour looks absolutely beautiful. I don't see why it won't continue to the upside. Look, we called this pump from down here. Even if it was just from here to there, we did call a move so far. 0.6% on 10x leverage, that's 6% gains in literally 2 hours. All right. We've been live streaming since 11:10, since the countdown actually since 10:11. Sorry, I said 10:10. Since the countdown began at 10 o'clock. Technically, we started streaming, but I began my show after the introduction. Right. ORAI hit massive gains. Now you see a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's slanted with bearish divvy. So I tell you may want to take some profits now. You got heavy bearish divergence. Okay. That thing blasted out of the cup and handle. Look at this, or out of this tight. It was even in the cup and handle. But look at that ORAI on the 3-day chart. Just blasted. And again, I found tight moving averages. I teach this every single Tuesday. Tight moving averages, lack of bearish momentum in the MACD, low stochastics in the RSI, low RSI and low stochastics. This combined with a pattern above a point of control. Man, falling volume with falling price, understanding what's happening. I teach this every single Tuesday. Email crypto lifers to pay in cryptocurrency. Or if you want to, just the link in the description will automate it. You can get right in today. You can also do one-on-ones if you want. For $300 an hour, I will sit with you and give you every single thing I have. Some people find it very beneficial. I did about 7 one-on-ones in the last 10 days. People absolutely loved it. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. I've had a good time. Been a while since I did a lot of one-on-ones and people have been just loving it. So thank you. Mask would blast to the upside. I talked about this. I went over it over and over again. The cup and handle. And there is Mask now hitting basically the target of 15% out of the cup and handle for Mask. Mask, baby, Mask for gains, right? There's gains everywhere today. And this is what happens in the trading group. There's just massive gains, cup and handle booming for Mask, right? And look, you can see me posted here at 1:06 at 11:40 p.m. You can see when I posted this. Again, no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. This is not deep house music. I don't know what that is. That's some good house. There we go. You got to be in a good mood to be in a good mood, right? You get it? You got to feel good to feel good. You got to do good to feel good. You got to move your body, baby. So Mask was in a Sammy cup and handy. There's your cup. There's your handle. Get above that point of control. It's going. It's going. And lo and behold, Mask for the game. Look at that. Oh, I'll do my little before and after thing. I love doing this. Right there. I'll pull this right to there. You even get rid of the moving averages. Just gonna make it look even better. Before and after, no stop loss. Before and after, no stop loss. Before and after, no stop loss got hit. And the making of this trade, baby! We like saying that. We say it all the time. It feels good to say. Anyone can make a call. Like, I'll buy this coin that day. But then, like, you have to hold it for days. You would have got stopped out. Can you make a precise call? Can you really put the exact moment in time to buy? That's what we're trying to go for here. And honestly, look at this. I'm going to change this up. Watch. I see something different. It was also in this tight pennant. It was in a bull pennant. Look at that. Unreal. And now, look, the 1 hour does want to move just like Bitcoin. Everything's in these rising wedge flags with a little bit of bearish divvy. One more push up. JASMY partnered with Toyota, DeWitt's, Sony, Panasonic, and VAO, to name a few. Unreal. I tell everyone, if they want to learn the TA, to watch your channel, Sam. Life for life, baby. Thank you, Crypto420. Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination equals the lifer. Aptos blasted. Yes, it did. FYI, there's a different game, genres of house music. Yeah, no, that one was like jazz, though. There's deep house, there's progressive house. So many. Come on, man. I'm a house fiend. Fixing to hit gains on False Move Monday. Super scalp. Shout out to Justin Cashmore, my man. Beautiful. We trailing. Let's go, baby. God bless you and yours. Can we get the likes up for the likers? Approximately 600 people watching. Only 460 likes. Shout out to Isha Capital. Thank you for the love, man. Going to see Sammy Cup and Hattie, my man. Yep, I'm going. Those are the Trump dancing moves. You're funny, man. Let's take a look at LDO on the radar here as we try to fill in. I mean, when the stream pumps, the 2 hours isn't enough. I talked about LDO in this little flag right here. Blasted to the upside. Look at that. Why does LDO work? Because it helps people stake their ETH for less than 32 ETH. So it creates an opportunity. So people are going to keep buying LDO if ETH keeps getting advantageous to stake. You get it? So LDO is going to make a bit of a move here. Look at LDO right here. This is on our radar. What else went over this? We went over this when? Token Metrics gave it to us like 2 weeks ago. LDO. Lido DAO, right? Understanding these concepts, why people use Lido, what they're doing with it, right? What's happening with Lido, all right? Looks like I didn't put a post up for this, so I'm not going to take credit for the gain. I didn't, you know, but someone must have asked me about it on the live, and we did post this falling wedge, right? LDO. What happens now with LDO? Well, it pumped up pretty nicely. What I would do is I delete everything. Look at my moving averages. They're tight. They broke out. We just got a golden cross in the 6 hour. It's a pretty good sign that we're just going to come down and hit some type of resistance and continue. So set your support and resistance. I'll be looking for it to bounce off one of these two areas, maybe the point of control even. Policy makes this falling wedge and continues. Something like that. Wait for the 6 hour to reset and put an alert down here on the 6 hour and in the middle. Now I got 2 alerts set. When this alert hits, I'll be privy to it. Also, I can put an Alt V here and set an alert here and just, it'll keep, so I don't have to stare at this now. I can do this to 100 different trades, and then when they go off, it'll teach me. One Earth, I'm in this trade right now, technically. I bought in on the low. I'm still in it. It looks really good in the 6 hour. This thing looks like it's going to blast to the upside. It's getting tighter and tighter. A move looks to be coming. I'm personally in this trade. I want to make it clear. I am personally in this trade. One Earth still looks good. I mean, it's funny. You know what happens is people get into a coin and it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 days. But you know what? When you've traded as long as me, you know how many trades? I've had 1,000 trades last an hour and a half. I've had 1,000 trades last 4 days. I've had trades last 10 days, 4 days. It's all happened to me. So I just wait to get paid or get stopped out. And if I don't want to wait anymore, I close the trade. It's that simple. You know what I mean? I don't like to close my trades, though, because the second you close it, I swear, the next night, boom, and you're like, I should never. People, they cloud hop, they coin hop. They go from one coin to the next coin to the next coin. They go all over the place. And they ended up never sticking to their guns and making the gains. So just be careful, you know what I mean? You don't want to coin hop. I'm still in this trade. I will show the outcome, whether I get stopped out or I get stopped in. You know? No, but whether I make money or not, I will show the outcome of the trade. One Earth. And even me, even the owner of the group, sometimes a bunch of huge coins pop. Dude, Sean, you're the man. Look how Sean did. He's so smart. He did his own version of the gains. Look at this. It looks so clear and beautiful, Sean. Bought here. I like that. We were buying down there. Up 590% gains, Gala 3L. We nailed this trade. Hands down. I like your new time. I like how you put the time now. It looks cooler. I like these. These are cool, dude. You're the man. Dude, Sean, I just like the way you do business. You're a professional, Sean. The only thing I don't like is we took away the little middle, whatever. This one looks great, though. I love how you implemented the Lifer logo in the middle. I mean, you just did amazing. Multiverse AI. You find out. He finds the logos without saying a word. Our other guy didn't even do any of that. He just like half did it. Then Sean came into the picture and started stepping his game up. That's how you know you have an amazing person on your team. You know? You give one person a task, you give another person a task, and they'll just do so much more amazing on the task than the other people. Like, Sean did unbelievable. Sean, you're the man, dude. One Earth looks beautiful to me. Tight moving averages, golden pocket, outside layer with the 200 SMA, right? Gonna flip bullish. 22 hour, got pumped up but didn't get the gains. That's got me a little like, eh. But the daily says, hey, I'm going to squiggle that 22 and don't you worry. We just got a golden cross with the daily right there too. We're also above the 200 SMA. That's the beginning of bullishness. When you get back above the 200 SMA. That's what we need Bitcoin to do, right? And what you can do is you can go back in time and you can look at any asset you want. I like to do this. Look, you can use Tesla to learn how to trade altcoins. People don't realize that. Let's look at Tesla on the daily, right? When was Tesla's big run? Watch this. Tesla had a huge run, right? It started at 21, went all the way up to 400, right? 20x, right? How did the run start? Well, price action got above the 200 SMA on the daily after it was in a downward dump. See this? And then so this is where One Earth is. Let me show you. Such cool insight that I can teach you. So look, One Earth, if we go to the daily, had a nasty dump, and then it's back above the 200 SMA on the daily. Look at Tesla when it got back above the 200 SMA. That was the beginning of an absolute blast off. I'm not guaranteeing this, but if you go over time and you look at this, you will see that these are advantageously great places to get in. There's a reason why I'm starting to build my One Earth bag. So, or just swing trading it. But I just wanted to teach you that what I teach you in this course every single Tuesday, you can use on any market in the world. You can trade Tesla with it. You can trade the stock market with it. You can trade Forex with it. Any single thing you want. Look, don't we talk about why did the last few coins play out? Well, they had tight moving averages. They were tight in the channel. Look at Tesla. Tight moving averages, tight in the channel. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. RSI was oversold. Time to buy is right there. When the moving averages get really tight, that's another indication. Stochastics were below the dotted line, and boom! Time to get out when the 21 and the 200 got far apart. I teach this in the class. I'm telling you right now, you'll absolutely love this stuff. Tight moving averages here. Boom to the upside. Just like we showed you on One Earth. Tight moving averages there. You know, and on the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour looks like it's about to blast off too as well. I like what I'm seeing for One Earth. It's consolidating nicely. It's been taking its time. I get it. But, you know, patience pays, baby. Patience pays. We are up from 511, 5113. Right? Boom, boom, boom. So One Earth looking absolutely scrumptious. Like a nice little meal. Right? Are you believing in this rally, or is a long squeeze coming? What do y'all think? What did y'all say to me? 15 people? Only 350 people saw this. We have hundreds of people in the live. And y'all, you know, of those 100 people watching, you can't retweet. And, you know, every other day we do amazing things. Like, we give away stuff. You know, I don't like using that word, but we bless you with amazing rewards and gifts and stuff like that if you just respond to these tweets. So I definitely highly advise you to open up a Twitter account, start responding to these, become part of the community. I need you as much as you need me. Keep it coming. Let's take a look at the comments here. Bitcoin replying, and she's squeezing. What is she squeezing? A watermelon, I'm guessing, with her legs? Look at those massive thighs, though. Don't mess with those thighs. Long, short at 3-1 at the moment. If it was a long squeeze, now is the opportunity. I believe in the short-term bounce. Take profit to the upside, then short and take profit on the downside. Let's get it. Cash move crypto. Either way, the 99 will capitalize. You will guide us. We will collaborate and make the gains, up or down. But I do think it's a fake out. The rally is real, but what goes up must come down. The Fed will spoil the rally. Shout out to Sweaty Dave. Tatted Doge. I believe in your TA and you are the real deal. And I'm speaking for everyone. We appreciate you and what you do. God bless you, brother. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Currently bullish so long as Bitcoin stays above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Me too, baby. Me too. Most hated rally inbound. My man. We're sharing our soul's best community ever. I've never repeat telling people about. We're sharing our soul's best community ever. I'll never repeat telling people about your group. You mean that's an oxymoron, man. I don't know if that was said right. I'll never repeat. We're sharing our soul's best community ever. I'll never repeat telling people about it. You will repeat telling people about it. I don't know if that reads right, man. So many people are expecting Bitcoin at 14K. So market maker probably decide to go the other way. If so, people will FOMO and we will enter a bull market. I will stay open-minded either way. Tanks, he says. And it's weird, Cohasset, there's a woman named Anna Walsh in Cohasset, which is right near me. She disappeared. And, I mean, Cohasset is where multi-million dollars live. Like, big, big money. Weird. This guy's being arraigned for misleading. Really, what happened to his beautiful wife? I don't know. I don't even want to get into it, but it's, it's only like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away from my house. This is kind of breaking news here in Massachusetts. Look at the slippers this guy's wearing. Oh, he's wearing like shoes over his shoes? What is that? Creepy, man. That's my worst fear. Pay your taxes, do everything you can. I never want to end up in one of those places. Wow, this is shady. Anyway, it's kind of close to home, so I've been kind of half following that. Pretty creepy. And you can follow us on Twitter, don't forget. You can watch us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Twitch. Shout out to everybody following me on Twitch. I don't talk about my Twitchians too much, but I love you. If you're on Twitch, hit me up. You can see we're live right now on Twitch.
Yo, hey, it's for horses.
Oh, it is though, right? And look, we're live on Twitch right now. You probably didn't know that, but I'm live on Twitch, man. And everyone that's a YouTuber, if you could make a Twitch account and follow me, you're going to help a lot. So please do that. We want to show Twitch that we can monetize, and they just won't, we need to just get a few more people in there. But we go live on Twitch every single day. Why not? We just do it. So we went over a lot of concepts today. I'm thoroughly impressed with the information that we provided in a very short period of time. The adrenaline was moving. The feeling was there, and we got them. So look, we talked about this rising wedge breaking down yesterday, and then I made another bear flag, and I basically said this is likely to break to the downside. This flag here, it did. Look at that. This was last night. We did this yesterday on the live, or maybe on one of my updates, and we did break to the downside, continuing to collapse at 103.03. 15-minute is attempting to stop the pain. A little bit of bullish divergence here on the 15. We have this swing up here, but this swing to the downside. It's weird. She looked familiar to me, too, his wife. It's like I've met her before. So weird. Walsh with an E at the end. So that flag broke to the downside. Measured move is 102.49. And now we have a bigger descending triangle. See this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the rising wedge. That played out already. We don't need it anymore. And I'm going to break down the dollar index for you in a nutshell. If you want, I'll delete everything and we can start fresh again just to kind of teach you. I don't mind doing that. So check it out. Look, we'll go to like the weekly chart. We'll delete everything. You're back. It does hurt me sometimes. But look, listen. We've been following this channel here. So look, this is the dollar in its entirety. All right. This was back in 1985. 2085. This was in 1985. We had this top here at 114. So when we got there, there was it was like, hey, or 120 was the top, right? Yeah. So when we started getting there, we were like, huh. Now, as I watched this, I learned when the biggest rallies were for Bitcoin. And so look, I looked at the monthly chart, all right? This is interesting. This was Bitcoin's rally in 2017 when the monthly started to take a dump. This was Bitcoin's rally in 2020. I mean, Bitcoin should have already begun a crazy rally based on these ideas, but the monthly still has legs to go down. This could go down for a long time, all right? This is the monthly chart. You've had two nasty, that's a bearish engulfing candle on the monthly, all right? You're on a rising wedge of the monthly. You had bearish divergence on the monthly. Look, swing up to swing up, swing down. I mean, when the monthly has bearish divergence, I mean, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. When big time frames show bearish divergence, you have a serious problem. All right. If Bitcoin was showing bearish divergence in the monthly chart, like that's time to get out. It did it on the weekly and the daily when it had hit its high. So this is the channel that you see for the dollar index, which eventually is a break to the downside here for a double bottom at about 70. So this is what we want to see happen. All right. Now let's break down to the smaller time frames. I just want to show you kind of where we're at. Resistance. We want to break this resistance. We break 100. My goodness, that's going to be a lovely thing for Bitcoin. So 100 is going to be a psychological level where it really shows that the dollar has lost all strength and is beginning to collapse. All right. Crazy that I say that, but I've been waiting for the dollar to collapse for a long time. All right. I've got most of my money in Bitcoin, so I'm done with I gave up on the dollar a long time ago. All right. A long time ago. And as the lower Bitcoin gets, the more I convert over to Bitcoin. All right. I'm not trying to sit and get bagged out. Right. So even buying a house to me is kind of something I almost disagree with, because I believe you should buy more Bitcoin than buy the house. Live in a crappier house for 6 more years and then live. But again, I keep doing that. Eventually I'm going to be 60 years old and never live in a nice home. Like I'm always going to go for the investment. So I said to myself, Sam, because when you're an investor, you always see how you can make more money doing something different. But at one point you have to enjoy your money. My whole point of the story is, say you could 100x an altcoin, or you had a really strong feeling you could 100x an altcoin or 50x, and you have 100 grand or 500 grand, but you want to put it on a home because you want to live in it. Now you could go rent a house cheaper, put that money in the altcoin, and then be worth way more money in 7 years. But you can keep doing that. Eventually you'll be 70 years old and you'll never have the things that you really want. So you got to find a balance between the material wants and the 10x's and the 20x's that you plan on making. You got to find a balance, in my humble opinion. I'm at that point where I have learned how to grow my money enough. I've learned how to make it happen. I want to own something, baby. I don't own a home yet. I don't. Like, I've been just, And the reason why I don't own a home is not because I couldn't afford it. It's because I never wanted a mortgage. I never want to be locked in like, I didn't want to be like everybody else. Everyone I knew had a mortgage and was locked in by the banks. I said, man, I'd rather live free and just pay a little bit of rent and not be locked into contract. Like, I don't want to have to own something that I have to pay the banks for. And what's crazy is, once you pay off your mortgage and you own your house, you never own it because you rent it from the government by paying taxes. The second you don't pay your taxes, after a while, you can owe back taxes. They can then take your house away and garnish your wages. So it's like, do you really own your home? It's kind of crazy. Like, you should be able to own it flat out. Like, there should be no constant tax on your property. Once you buy your property, it should be yours. There should be no way of your property getting taken from you. You know what I mean? In my humble opinion. But that's just a fact. You watch Happy Gilmore, right? She didn't pay. He was going to light the house down and piss on the ashes. Shooter McGavin. You know what I mean? And now it's Shooter's turn. You eat pieces for breakfast? I love that. Remember? I eat pieces for breakfast. He's like, you eat pieces for breakfast? Oh, man. I didn't swear. I grew up on that movie. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. It always puts me in a good mood, man. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Oh, man. Sam, I'm paying rent for now till I can pay in full. Cash, baby. The Price is Right. Good old Bob Barker, baby. Right? Guns don't heal people. I do. Remember that dude? Yeah. Sam, look at LDO. Similar to Cardano right now. We took a look at LDO already in depth. Super chat, Zilliqua and Bitcoin and cake. Ball Basketball had the best role in that movie. He did, though. When we had the big nail stuck in his head. In order to own your own home, you have to go outside the system. Claim your sovereignty. Home is a liability, not an asset. I know, isn't that crazy? Sam, what's the Twitch info? Crypto Lifer at Twitch, dude? Come on, man. Like, come on. Really? 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 You're the kid that never won in the scavenger hunt, man. I had to say something. Like, what do you think it would be? I'm just saying, like, the Shadow Lifer, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being rude, but it just... No, some other name that you don't know that's not the Crypto Lifer. I'm sorry, man. I just have to be funny, man. I love you, Sean. Please don't take offense. I hope you're all right. Shout out to Sean Behringer. I like your last name, too. Behringer. It's pretty cool. Most everything looks good today, people, but if you don't take your gains, you'll watch them roll over and stroll away. Take them gains, baby! Internet money. He's telling you the truth. He's telling you the truth. Lifer news. Well, we got some super chats to go over, too. But let's take a look at the Lifer news, shall we? Let's take a look at what's up in the Lifer news segment. We'll be right back with the news. We love you. You know we love you. Okay. So, did we just go over the whole news without saying the news? Oh my God. So, what we talked about real quick was Voyager's bankruptcy. All right. In recent court filings, Voyager is condemning the backlash from aforementioned entities. What they're saying is this money would have went back into the people's hands, right? And they wouldn't let the deal go through. So the people that, supposedly help the consumers aren't letting consumers get their funds. So it's kind of crazy, right? FTX has an issue selling their businesses. It makes sense. Anyone that's involved in FTX, I mean, where does the rabbit hole go? How much insolvency? What are their books really looking like? Does anyone even know what their books look like? Who would want to buy a piece of anything that they had to offer? CES says that mining is big, and people doing Bitcoin mining with heating machines, sound machines, and all sorts of different stuff is coming at you. So this is something to kind of come at you. I want you guys to do, I'm trying to teach you how to lip sync. Not that hard, right? Look, it's not that hard. Look. You can do it. Skill here. You guys can get there. I know you can. No, I mean, Bitcoin miners take center stage. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. It happens. It happened. What happens is it doubles up the audio when I play news intros. So I have to mute the mic for whatever reason and then unmute the mic when I come back in. I forget that I'm doing that because I have only started doing the news segment for a week. So you got to just, Nah, not enough to lip sync. You're funny. I'm falling out of my chair. It's okay. Lip reading skills are growing all the time. I mean, people are getting better at this stuff, Shout out to the 500 likes. You people are amazing. $44.40. Look at the quadruple four, the 444. Unreal. Back in 1920, at least mute films are colored and not black and white. When is Gala going to stop? I mean, people were just FOMOing. So look, the dollar keeps dumping to the downside. This is beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Dollar dropping nastily. Oh yeah, so we started here we were going over the dollar. So we're in this bigger channel for the dollar, as you can see, and we're at this support zone that we're bouncing off of right there. If we can lose this support, it would be a huge deal. We do see somewhat of a bounce here. The 4-day chart says the dollar is going to get a bit of a bounce, but it doesn't, could roll over. The daily says we're dropping down hard. So this is a good sign for the S&P. This is a good sign for Bitcoin. And look, we broke that. We broke this bear flag. Measured move is the length of that whole pole to the downside. I see the daily dropping. Let's let this continue. It says that Bitcoin will pump throughout the week or at least not go down. This is awesome. I really like what I'm seeing here for the dollar index. I want to see this continue to drop. If we lose 101.77, that's going to be absolutely lovely for Bitcoin. All right. Let's take a look at U.S. tether dominance. That should also be wanting to dump here on the daily. If it doesn't, something's awry. Okay. Right now, the daily did dump. So look, it fell out of this channel. We'll get rid of the symmetrical for now. It definitely fell out of the symmetrical triangle. Was in a flag. We want to see if that flag would break out. It rolled over, which is a great sign. But you can see, it's a symmetrical triangle, right? See it? Clear as day. Just got to reposition this to make it clean. That's a symmetrical triangle in the dollar. Dollar dominance, all right? It says it wants to bump. It says the tether dominance wants to make a bit of a move here on the daily. It's funny, it doesn't coincide with the dollar, right? The dollar wants to take a nasty dump. Tether dominance says that it could go sideways here. You have to remember, though, if more people get into Tether and more people start buying into crypto and they start printing, Tether dominance may go up slightly as we also go up. You just don't want to see it taking a tear, making a move like on a tear to the upside. Wow, it's oversold on the 12-hour, the 4-hour, and the daily, suggesting that we may bounce off this trend line. Let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. 1 hour wants to roll over. So you zoom out to see everything, and then you zoom in to see more. So that's a bear flag that broke to the downside. You see that? Just like the dollar is breaking down. And you got yourself a measured move here, but only brings you back down to the bottom of the bigger triangle here. We'll take it from there, but it does suggest that we do get a bit of a bounce back up unless this M can drop us. So we want to see the dollar, the U.S. tether dominance start to go here. And if that happens, oh my God, money is going to flow into crypto like you wouldn't believe. Money is going to flow into crypto like you would not believe. Buying USDT to put on limit orders. You really wrote T like a T. You're funny. USDT. That's hilarious. Just one more like to reach 500 lifers on the live. Unbelievable. 500. We did it. We did it. Thank you for the love. Let's take a look at Zilliqa BTC. And we'll also take a look at Cake, baby cake. Wow, Zilliqa Bitcoin got a nice pump to the upside on that 3-day chart. Just getting started. Says there's more legs to go. Daily hit a resistance, so let's make our big move here. So at 43 satoshis. All right. A bounce here off of 1,000 satoshi. We're at 1493, right? Funny, I remember going on a walk with my buddy and his brother-in-law in Connecticut. And I remember telling him exactly why Bitcoin was going to go up in value and was going to make a bunch of people money, and they just thought I was nuts. And he kept being like, "But how do you know?" Like and I was like, "Because it's based on like history and like." And as I say it, I know they think I'm just a know-it-all who thinks I know what's going on, and they don't believe me. They're like, they don't think someone in the woods that they met could be that smart to understand how to make millions of dollars when no one else does. It's funny. Then it happened months later, and they were like, "Damn, I should have listened to that dude in the woods." You know, the dude in the woods was actually pretty smart. Oh my gosh. So we're at a resistance here for Zilliqa on the daily, right? You want to see if you can make a move back to the upside. You take a look at the 4-hour. 4 hours pretty spent. 1 hour probably has that flag like everything does. Yeah, see, the 1 hour is like oversold. I mean, this should move like the rest of the market. Just flag out this 1 hour. Might get a bit of a pump. What I'm saying is, even after that pump, looks like the daily will come back down and kind of like, right? And we'll just go sideways more until we get tighter in the wedge and then a big move. You get above the point of control, that changes everything. So you're watching that point of control for Zilliqa BTC, which is at, let me zoom out there. It's at 2,072 satoshis. All right. Let's take a look at our baby cake, Cake, man, didn't get the bounce like I wanted it to. Actually fell off even lower and got overbought on the daily. So Cake actually did not perform with the rest of the market. It was all about AI and, 3L tokens that followed Bitcoin, things that we were kind of playing with the last 7-8 months. GMT was a newcomer that kind of people have been playing. Ape is a newcomer people have been playing, right? That's a cup with a handle. I get it. And Cake is holding. Not an amazing zone, though. And the daily's very overbought. You look at your bigger time frames like the 3-day, the 5-day, they want to bounce. So we need the daily to go sideways as it resets on the stochastics. So you want these stochastics to reset. You want the daily to continue sideways here. All right. It is getting a bit of a pump, but it's lackluster. 348. Cake. Slightly double bottom, though, for Cake. Could eventually say, this could be that rounded bottom where it's eventually going to come a little lower and eventually find its way on out of here. I do see Cake making a move on the 3-day chart if it can hold this trend line. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart for Cake. And I remember playing the 3-day chart for Cake down here, and it boomed up nicely. Can we get it again? Slight cup and handle for Cake, right? You got your cup with a handle there. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. So can Cake make a move? 52% gain. No. About 37% back to the point of control and that area of resistance. 3-day chart looks beautiful. The daily would have to go sideways first for Cake to really make those gains. Thank you, Lifer, for your love and support. Much appreciated. Shout out to Lakochi Coker. We love you, man. Thank you for always holding me down. Thank you for giving me all the super chats. Thank you for the love. Everybody, it's 12 o'clock. You know what that means. It's time to jump on out of here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what we see happening for the day. I like how the music stopped just like that. Amazing. Unbelievable. So weird. How did it do that? So we called this pump out of the flag to the upside. We did get that. We got some short liquidations. We got them. Let's take a look at Bookmap. It's getting interesting now. A lot of short liquidations here. Liquidated. Came down, liquidated longs too that were jumping in. So people jumped in, thought they were lucky. Snipe. They got sniped. They're basically cleaning house. They don't want anyone coming up with them. If you're trying to jump on the back of the rhino's going to swing you off with its tail, if you know what I mean. So we got heavy liquidations into the 17,400 level, though. Look at that. And Bitcoin now at 17,003 and continuing. That short squeeze is showing a pump. And we went over this on the live. We talked about this moving up. We're sticking with this 1 hour. 1 hour looks very bullish. Can it continue to the upside? Hard to see. Why do I have line there and there? It's so weird. What was I doing over there? It's like I already got this. I got my green zone. But that's what we're watching. This flag to the upside. 1 hour suggests it can move. Could it roll over, though? I'm showing you bearish div, which shows you that you're, you know. I personally, I'm taking profits on anything that I was in. If I was in, that's me, right? And then things that are looking good, like One Earth looks good. Like I have a few trades open. But, you know, what we're really looking at is this flag, you know, and the bearish divergence may really take us down and roll over this 1 hour. It's unlikely we push up, but they could catch us. But the probabilities are that we're going to at least come back down and retest 17,000, 16,800, at least 17K, right? Really want to make us stay above 17,100 to remain bullish because it's just like a high resistance. We don't want to get back below that area. So I'll stick to my guns. 1 hour will likely get to 17.6 and we'll go from there. I do see bearish divergence beginning to form though, which has me wary of the move. All right. If you don't know what your divergences is, you're going to have to learn them. Join my class every Tuesday from 3 to 5. You'll love it. Everyone, I'm out of here for the day. Thank you so much for being here. We went over the dollar index, Bitcoin, US Tether dominance, and more. Multiple altcoins. Showed you wins that we made. Showed you things that we're looking at. Even gave a few trades that I'm in. Showed you what I'm doing. Was super transparent. If you want to learn more, if you want to be around a great group of people, join the trading group with the lifers. You will not be disappointed. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. My gratitude is that you all show up every day. Thank you so much. If you didn't do it, I don't know where I would be in life. So may God bless you all. My gratitude is in your hands. Thank you so much. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Believe in God. Believe you can do anything you can. You can, you will. You are the best. You're going to do it. I'm telling you right now. You are the opportunity. If you think you can do it, then you will. If you think you can't, then you won't. You create the opportunities in your life. Get that bear market special. I'm telling you right now, the price will go up when the market rips back up, and you wish you're able to get these prices that we're given right now. So everyone, I love you all. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Crypto is life, baby. Thank you for being here, and I'll be back tomorrow with the energy, with the love, and the positive vibrations, baby. Be safe.